Merry Christmas, you guys! The Carvers are back in town in Candy Cane Lane. The story revolves around the family of 5, 3 children, and the mom and dad. 2 about to graduate from high school, and the youngest one being daddy's little girl and really supportive and a major character in this story. So, let's get into it. It's 2023 in Los Angeles, and Candy Cane Lane is back in Christmas. Chris Carver is hoping for another splendid year of being teased by his neighbor Bruce, who always wins the Candy Cane Lane Best Decorated House. But, according to Prism 1, which they find out later, this year was different. The Best Decorated House would win a grand prize of $100,000. Chris was flattered, and he was desperate to win that. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party, huh? Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. So, due to getting laid off, this made him extra desperate. He even took his daughter Holly with him, and they went to Walmart, really chaotic when they saw it, then Costco, well, they ran out, and Target. They were already in Valentine's season. And so, they went on the highway just when they were about to, and they find a store right on the side called Kringle's. That's where they find amazing, beautiful decorations. And Chris Carver determined that's the spirit we need. Every Christmas, bought a lot of stuff. And he was ready to kick some butts. So he bought a huge tree with the song, you know, for the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. Anyway, then he bought string lights, fake snow, and he was ready to go above and beyond. He wasn't even ready to look at how much he was about to spend, and little did he know he was about to get into more trouble. He didn't even look at the fine print on the receipt, and he signed it. And as I said, little did he know he was about to get into disaster. So, yeah, he gets ready, and in the night, Santa wings his little hand and hits it. The first time he tries to point at his house, the lights didn't work. But Santa gives everyone a second chance. So with a flick of his pointer finger, he zapped, and the whole sky exploded with light that was so bright, even airplanes couldn't see. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells ring and jingle bell ring. Snowing and glowing in news all the time. That's the jingle pop has begun. Giddy up, jingle horse, take what you want. Jingle bells ring and jingle bell ring. Take it like a baby, you just know how to run. Oh, that's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell ride. And his whole family was shocked. Nick Carver, his middle kid, and Joy Carver, who was about to go to college. And of course, his wife, who's the most supporting character in this story. And she had even asked for a promotion just so that they could make more, even though they're only having one source of income now. So the next day happens to be really complicated. For some reason, he gets an unknown number where this parrot guy calls him. When he looks outside, his decorations are destroyed. And he automatically assumes it was his neighbor Bruce, who was his rival whenever it came to decorating. And he knew he could not miss the chance to win that $100,000. So, he went back to Kringle's, where Pepper, the sale retailer, said that he was in for a bundle of surprises. Where, yeah, he had to go through a quest. That's where he meet little tiny dolls. And they tell him all about Pepper. Pepper is an elf who makes everyone's life nightmares. And if he didn't finish this quest until the clock strikes 8 on Christmas Eve, he would turn into a doll. Dun, dun, dun! Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. So, he was desperate. And a lot of odd things happened. They let him know that he must collect 5 golden rings. So, they're on the quest. And so they find a bird with the ring, and just before that, Carol Carver, Chris Carver's wife, finds birds pooping eggs, firing eggs all over her when she's going to work. Pa, 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 pa. So, yeah. Thankfully, they found 1 golden ring, but there were 4 more to go. And he knew he couldn't tell his family soon enough and had to keep this between Holly Carver, his youngest daughter, and him. So that's when they go to Mom's work and they find chickens. And yeah, they find another golden ring. That's when Pepper's in there thinking of something mysterious and really evil. So they were able to get that, but unfortunately Carol was distracted by all the chickens, and when she was showing her work to all the elders of the company, yeah, it was pretty much obvious that she wouldn't be getting that promotion anytime soon. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. So, yeah, that's when Chris finally says it's time to tell the whole family about what was happening. He takes the dolls. Well, obviously, he first goes back to Kringle's. Children, you all know that. And they take it, and Pepper knew that they were onto something. So, he introduces the family to the little dolls, and one of them starts flirting with Carol, and she's already off to a start where she despises them. And they went through a lot to get them home, with a lot of distractions and a lot of weirdness. Those little dolls were occurring by distracting him while driving, and Holly even makes a whole house area for Pip, Gary, and the sweet little girl, and of course the carolers who can't stop singing. So yeah, they all get freaked out, and there was a new house rule invented by Chris Carver, 2023. No one leaves the house till Christmas. But unfortunately, Joy had a marathon, so they go there, and they learn a lot of stuff. They find 2 golden rings. One while Joy was running from the marathon. She gets it from a guy dressed up as George Washington. And one from a milking maid while Nick Carver was making music in the music room. And yeah, they find 2 golden rings, and then there was 1 more to go, apparently, according to the people. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So, yeah. Then, it's time to go home, and they had Operation 1 planned. They had to trap Pepper, and they made a whole plan of how they're going to do that. In many ways, of course. So, while Nick was doing his rehearsals, and Joy was with her parents, and Holly was doing her recital thing, then they would strike. That's when Prism 1 comes back live on news with the funny lady and the Mr. Serious Man. And, yeah. They learn that it wasn't $100,000 on a check. It was $100,000 worth of tacos, which was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Everything was all wrong. And they did all that hard work for nothing. And even way before, when he first introduced the dolls, we're on a flashback moment. They said, that's what you wish for to win? Not world peace, or helping the homeless, or saving polar bears, or global warming, or going to every one of Drake's concerts. Yes, that was actually one. Children, don't think about that. So, they get the 5th golden ring, but then there's a plot twist. They were supposed to collect 40. That's when Santa Claus arrives. And in the bloom, he puts Pepper in trouble. But that's when disaster starts. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He sees you when you're peeking. So you better not do anything. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. So yeah, back on. Yes. Then, while they're collecting more, she strikes the birds. And Santa Claus, who's actually black, puts Pepper in trouble and blames her for all this nonsense. Just one naughty thing, and they were on the naughty list. He found it ridiculous. So they had to stop her. So they were able to collect, but she put up the things. And so she pulled up the time on the clock, and he turns into a doll earlier. But they were able to collect 38 golden rings, not including their wedding rings, which were gold. Pepper had lost fair and square, and they went through all that trouble. Santa Claus actually helped them a lot, and it was so shocking. Then Holly's wish came true, which I'm so sorry for not mentioning, but in the beginning, she was thinking of what her wish was, and her wish was to bring all the dolls back to life. So they're all brought back to life, and Pepper is shown to give a second chance. And so, yes, they also win 2023 best decorations. And yeah, she's given a second chance, and Santa Claus mentions that he gives everyone a second chance. Which goes back to the next day, where Holly's best friend, Pip, is invited for Christmas, and Carol got the promotion, and Joy's off to college in North Carolina? Yeah, North Carolina, where she wants to go, and Nick's gonna continue his passion for music, which Chris had promised to let him do whatever he wanted, and even accepted that Joy is growing up and she needs to make her own life decisions. Which goes on to our next thing. Honey, will you step on stage? Greetings again. How are you doing? I thought you were gonna give me a second chance.
You'll get a second chance. If you be a little good ornament, you'll work your way to the reindeer stalls while your shovel dookie.
But Santa, I'm just saying. I'm just mad because. Oh, why does this have to be happening to me? I hate you, Santa Claus. Goodbye, and see you the next video. I still hate you for that, you know that? Oh, sorry. The moral of the story is Christmas is not about getting presents. It's about giving, sharing, and the power of a child's imagination. Also, joke of the day, it's about giving the least popular reindeer a chance to shine. Bye!